Chancellor Jamie Watt, President Anson Aaron, distinguished deans and faculty of OCAD University, dear graduates, the 1,025 of you graduating today, and honored guests. To receive this honorary degree from Canada's oldest school is profoundly meaningful, and I accept it with deepest gratitude and humility. As I reflected on what I might share with you today, at this ceremonial moment marking the completion of your studies at this storied institution, I decided to share with you the insights that have guided my engagement with the world rather than to dwell on the chronology of my own career. Insights that have shaped over decades, intersecting the domains of engineering to business, to public service, to the art world, culminating in the pursuit of fine art as a collector, as a patron, and as a self-taught student of art history. Now, as you enter the next phase of your journey, you leave this prestigious institution of learning that has furnished you the knowledge necessary to function in your chosen domains. This knowledge will no doubt serve as the foundation of your step forward. However, I submit, knowledge alone is not enough to excel against the forces of competition and challenges of technology ahead of you. Therefore, one must ask, what else does one need to make a mark and move the needle? I'm reminded of my own journey, beginning as an undergraduate almost 50 years ago at the University of California. I remember watching an old clip of an interview with Albert Einstein. He was asked what he believed to be humanity's most powerful attribute. Most expected the great scientist to answer, intelligence. Instead, he paused and he replied, imagination. That answer has remained with me throughout my life. Over time, I came to recognize that every enduring achievement in society begins precisely there, with the internal force of imagination. Indeed, imagination is not only the catalyst of artistic creation, it is the foundation of innovation itself. It is the link that connects art to architecture, technology, education, leadership, and social progress, all the great endeavors that shape civilization since its dawn. And perhaps today, more than ever, in an age increasingly defined by speed, uncertainty, and change, imagination explored with determined perseverance becomes an instrument of war against the status quo that often holds us back from progress. It challenges accepted narratives. It allows us to envision alternates. It compels us to ask not only what the world is, but what it might become, in whatever domain you have chosen to pursue your careers. So the question becomes, how does one cultivate imagination? Imagination cannot be taught in classroom. It must grow through discipline, a state of mind that seeks learning how to look, how to observe, how to think beyond the obvious, by reflecting on the gaps that exist unaddressed or issues unresolved in human endeavor. But more significantly, it requires an openness to uncertainty, to vulnerability, and even, might I suggest, to failure. Because we often learn, in my experience, from failure as much as we do, if not more, from success. It is my belief that success often leads us to living within the comfort zone, sheltering the mind from the urgency to seek further change or even better results. It is in those moments of uncertainty or failure that the mind is ignited to search beyond conventional thinking, to discover possibilities in resolving the gaps and unresolved challenges. Such is the mindset that nurtures imagination, curiosity, empathy, and the courage to see beyond which already exists, and the gaps that I mentioned earlier. The next question, therefore, is what one chooses to do with imagination. Personally, collecting art has taught me that every work of art starts with the courage to envision something that does not exist, and then bringing it into being. Living with works of art for me has never simply been about acquiring objects. Rather, it has been a lifelong dialogue with artists across generations, listening to how they interpreted the world and challenges of their time and transformed lived experience into meaning. Nowadays, we often speak about creativity as talent or innovation. But at its deepest level, creativity is the result of imagination again, with curiosity, empathy, and willingness to look at the alternatives. It is the artists and designers in every domain that remind us that imagination is not only an escape from reality, it is one of the most powerful ways of transforming it for the better. One thinks of the advice the great artist this country produced, Lauren Harris, once gave to Emily Carr when she approached him to critique her paintings. Harris challenged her to go beyond the paintings of mere pictures, to go deeper into the meaning of what she was painting. He asserted that painting a picture was different than creating a work of art that represents an original idea behind its creation. After a hiatus, taking the advice to heart, Emily transformed her knowledge of natural light as the source of latent energy connecting all elements in this universe into paintings of trees in a forest. These were not merely paintings of forests of trees. They symbolized her knowledge with imagination that light strikes the ground and impregnates the soil, resulting in the eternal cycle of life, death, and decay, of growth and renewal that we are all captive to. It was through that force of imagination that Carr turned to the forests and landscapes of British Columbia and created art unlike that had ever existed before. Knowing that what the function of light was not enough, it was this transformation into images symbolic of reality that was real art. When Harris asked of Carr, I ask of you, to go deeper into beneath the surface, to have the vision, to push the boundaries and reveal the force beyond the field of vision. Make your imagination a gift to humanity, to Canada, and to yourself. And so to the graduates, I say your greatest strength will never be technical skill alone or the knowledge you walk away from, but your capacity to imagine, to create meaning where others see limitations, to recognize beauty where others fail to look, and to shape and show us ways of understanding the challenges of our time and the times to come. The world needs designers and artists, not merely to reflect society, but to challenge it and to reimagine it. Art endures because imagination endures. And whatever imagination flourishes, creativity and hope will always follow. God bless.